The teep might be the most powerful weapon in Muay Thai, but not because it hurts the most, but because it gives you the one thing every fighter needs. Control.
Continues to press. Nice, beautiful force kick.
The word teep literally translates as to push with the sole of the foot. It can slow a fight down, it can build your offense up. It is the cornerstone of Muay Thai, from day one beginners learning how to stand correctly to the stadium champions in the sport, explosive knockout artists like Jonathan Haggerty or methodical counterfighters like Superbine. The front kick is an essential technique for any Nak Muay. First, let's look at the technique itself. Technique.
Make sure you have balance control, push, come back.
The teep is different to other straight kick variations such as a stab kick. Watch Thai fighters closely and you'll see it. A slightly narrower stance, the lead foot bouncing lightly, the weight quietly sitting into the rear leg. The further under your hips that rear foot sits, the easier it becomes to lift the lead leg without telegraphing. The teep is built on readiness, on being able to fire at any moment.
The ribs from Chai. That right teep, Michael, is a thing of beauty.
The teep and the stab kick are cousins, but they serve completely different purposes. It's fast, committed and designed to hurt. A clean stab kick to the body can take the wind out of a fighter instantly, but because the trajectory is so straight and the commitment is so high, hitting on an elbow is a very real risk. The teep is measured and adaptable. Its structure gives you the ability to read your opponent's reaction and adjust your timing mid-kick. Because the knee rises first and the extension happens second, you can abort the technique halfway through if the opening closes. Think of it like a jab that can become anything. A probe, a feint, a disruptor, or a frame. This is why the teep is the backbone of Muay Thai. It isn't just a strike, it's a strategic tool.
Chai's been here a few times before.
Beautifully done!
As a lead. Think of the teep as a jab thrown with your foot. Your leg is longer than your arm, so you can threaten an opponent from a distance they simply can't hit you back from. And because you stay in stance, recovery is quick, even if you miss.
Work with the lead leg there, the front kick.
This is why the teep is especially good for taller opponents. You can teep to the thigh to jar the hip, or to the stomach to break posture, to the chest to knock them off balance, or to the face to deal damage. The risk is always the catch or parry, but with a small technical adjustment, turning your foot slightly outwards so the toes slip past the palms, you make the catch much harder. Chai is one of the best modern examples of this adjustment. He turns the teep almost into a mini sidekick, rotating subtly at the knee and ankle to angle the foot away from the catch while still delivering a clean, straight line strike. This is why the lead teep is such a safe, reliable starter. To punctuate.
Kicking game with Mohamed Boutassa. The thing with David is,
After landing a roundhouse, every fighter expects a counter. The teep is your barrier.
roundhouse kick from Haggerty. There's the push kick and it's set.
Thai trainers drill this constantly. Kick the pads, reset and then immediately teep the belly pad before the coach even steps forward. That reflex stops counters and shuts down pressure before it builds. You finish on your terms. It's the punctuation on an exchange.
Because Kyria is allowing him to do this time and time again. Sticks a kick in the face shouldn't even be.
There it is. Goes the knee.
Intercepting. This is where the teep becomes a high-level weapon. Timing the opponent's step is one of the cleanest ways to land a teep with almost no risk. When your opponent steps, their weight transfers and their base narrows. If you strike during that transition, they can't defend or stabilise in time. You can create this timing through baiting and rhythm control. A long step back, for example, tempts the opponent to enter. But the long step isn't just a normal retreat. You step the rear foot back deeper first, loading your weight and making your lead leg light and ready. The same applies to landing a roundhouse kick, as seen in the pro striking video, how to kick smarter, not harder. The same can be said for intercepting an opponent's attack. You can beat a round kick with a straight kick. This strategy is especially valuable against pressure fighters. They want to enter punching range and you keep them stranded on the outside, stuck in a loop of constant resets. Once they get past kicking range, your next job begins. Knees and the clinch. Teeps and knees are inseparable. One manages distance and the other punishes their entry.
In the fourth. Continue to try to work the body.
Attacking teeps.
Further away. Spring it. See, I'm not acting. It's really strong. It's very strong.
Hopping into a teep is an aggressive way to drive the opponent backward and take ground. The technique is exactly as described. You hop in off the rear leg and fire the teep with the lead leg, using the momentum of the hop to cover distance quickly and apply pressure. This variation is usually aimed higher on the torso, the upper chest or even the face. The higher the contact point, the more likely you are to send the opponent backwards rather than folding them at the midsection. It's not a quick jab, it's a much more forceful strike. The key is patience in the chamber. You lift the leg, hold the knee high and then only release the strike once you're close enough to land it clean. That delay requires sharp timing and good dexterity in the lead leg, supported by strong calves, quads and hamstrings. The hop places your body weight behind the technique, giving it more force and allowing you to bridge the gap far faster than a regular lead teep. But the real value of the hopping teep isn't just the power, it's what the chamber forces out of the opponent. When you raise the lead leg during the hop, you make them show you their reaction. Some freeze, some reach, some back up too early. And once you understand how they respond to that raised lead leg, you can begin using the hop not just as an attack, but as a setup, a way of disguising entries and creating openings. Which leads us into one of the most important evolutions of the front kick, feinting the teep. Once the teep is established, the chamber alone becomes a weapon. Raising the lead leg can force hesitation, freeze an opponent mid-attack, or draw their hands away from their face. It can make them abandon combinations or expose lines for you to step in with punches, elbows or round kicks. Add a small hop in and you've got one of the cleanest distance closing tools in the sport. Few fighters showcase this better than Jonathan Haggerty, a multiple-time One kickboxing and Muay Thai champion who built an entire style around front kicks. He doesn't just use the teep to stop you, he uses it to put you exactly where he wants you. From managing range to setting up elbows to exploding into switch kicks, Haggerty is a master of using the teep in every form. As an attack, a defence, a bait, and a springboard for chaos.
Utilize that clinch yet to close that distance. Step ahead. The big kibosh. Beautifully done. Can you feel the release?
The teep isn't a simple front kick. It's a control. It's discipline. It's the ability to choose when the fight happens and when it doesn't. Whether you're stopping pressure, disrupting rhythm, creating space, or baiting the opponent into mistakes, the teep gives you the power to dictate the terms. Master the chamber, master the timing, master the reactions, and you'll understand why every Muay Thai fighter relies on the single technique more than anything else. A fighter who owns the teep owns the fight.
Begging him to get up so he can take more of this. Wilson's continuing forward. What guts, what tenacity here. Battle between the Netherlands and Thailand.
Semipet has seen it all before.
We are approaching the midway part of the fourth round.
Front kick again to the midsection. Double front kick into the waist there, and another teep from Sharpen. Front kick off the back then.
As always, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more, I recommend heading over to the Pro Striking Patreon. There's also plenty of free stuff to binge right here on the YouTube channel, like this video appearing on your screen now. Pro Striking appreciates you more than Jonathan Haggerty spearing fighters with teeps.